Target. At this point, you have a better chance of just appeasing to the MAGA community to try to get them to come shop at your stores. Okay? The little black hands in 50 videos, girl, they divorced you. They're not coming back. They're not coming back. You can do all you want. They're not coming. I had to unblock Target just so I could go read all the comments on the videos. And let me tell you, they did not disappoint. So thank you for those amazing comments, everyone. Now, because of these tariffs, the cargo shortages, Target is panicking. They are panicking. They are going to do whatever they can to get business back into their stores because they're not really going to have much product to sell and they already don't have the foot traffic anymore. So really, what the hell does Target have left? Hate to say it, Target, but you're probably going to be the next Kmart. It was nice knowing you, though.
Satisfying Target restocks.
Chocolate chip cookies, brownie batter hummus, mini cinnamon rolls, brownies, mocha cold brew ice cream, dark chocolate espresso trail mix, caramel cashew trail mix.
This is your daily reminder that boycotting does work and that corporate America knows it. Let's talk about Target, or Target as they used to call it. After a year of public backlash and organized protests, Target has now slashed the CEO's salary by 45%. That's nearly $10 million less in compensation. And mind you, this is the same guy that was cashing in when frontline workers were being underpaid, when communities were being left behind, and when stores were closing. And this is a prime example of what happens when people intentionally organize to stop participating in systems and institutions that was never created with us in mind. And now Target is feeling it at their bottom line. Now, this is bigger than just one company. This is a case study for what happens when we work together in solidarity with intentionality. We have the potential to shift the balance of power. We have to continue to keep the receipts, to name the harm, and to apply pressure when necessary. Because whether we're talking about racial injustice, LGBTQ rights, access to social services, or the exploitation of workers, boycotting is not just symbolic, it is strategic.
Black people, check in for the recent update with our boycott against Target. I'm gonna try to get through this without cheesing so hard, but I can't. I'm probably gonna fail. According to a recent report from the Minnesota Star Turbine, right, the CEO of Target, Brian Cornell, has actually released an email to the Target employees acknowledging that it has been a rough few months, and I put this in quotations, a rough few months, right? Also admitting that Target's lack of communication during the recent controversy has led to uncertainty. Now, let me run back the timeline of how Target had us Black people fucked up, right? So it first started with Target deciding to pull back or renege on its DEI programs as soon as this current administration took place, right? And basically saying, F you Black business owners, you small business owners, like, yeah, I know we said that we're here for inclusion and equality, but now that the person that we really wanted to be in office is in office, we can renege on all of this BS. So once they did that, Black people were like, okay, cool, we're not gonna come over there no more. We're not spending our money over there. Target took it as a empty threat. They decided they wanted to call our bluff, right? They thought that we would forever be, I don't know, stupid consumers, and we would just always give our money to brands and companies that don't even ally with our beliefs or care about our people. They decided to call our bluff, right? And then they started to see after January, oh shoot, this group of people, they're actually serious. Like they're not coming in the stores anymore. Our foot traffic is low. Whoa, hold on. And so then they tried to see if they could, I don't know, play in our faces by deciding to reach out to people like Al Sharpton and that other pastor, two other pastors, seeing if that they could have some type of conversation, some type of meeting. But from what it looks like, they were still playing in people's faces, because now the CEO is really on some, we might really be in some I'm going to be reading a direct quote from Target CEO Brian Cornell, okay? I recognize that silence from us has created uncertainty, so I want to be very clear. We are still the Target you know and believe in. No, the fuck you're not. The CEO also emphasized that Target's values of inclusivity, connection, and drive are not up for debate, and said that the company is committed to sharing how its values create an impact. If that was the case, why renege on the DEI incentives to begin with? Again, playing in our faces, right? The world around us is noisier and more complicated, but that doesn't change who we are. If that was the case, as soon as this administration took place, you would have doubled down on your stance. You would have continued to keep the DEI programs that you had in place for the last 3 years. You would have continued on with that. You wouldn't have reneged. And the only reason why you're even letting out these statements and you're trying to have these meetings with some of our civil rights leaders and whatnot is because you see the impact of the loss of Black consumers. Something that was already made aware to you before you guys decided to renege on your DEI programs. You knew that this was a consequence, a potential consequence. You just didn't take it seriously. You didn't take it seriously. You didn't take us seriously. You didn't think we were serious about it. So first you ignored us thinking that the problem was going to go away, thinking that it was just going to go away, right? Once you saw that the problem was not going away, you decided to see if you could tackle this significant threat that you're now acknowledging, right? Which is the loss of Black consumers. You decided to see if you could tackle that by arranging some type of save face meeting with Al Sharpton, Jamal Bryant, speaking to those people. After that failed, because again, it was just a save face meeting, you guys never really had any intentions of actually doing anything to get the Black consumers back. Now you're hoping to, I don't know, get us back with sympathy, telling us that you are the same Target that we know and love, when in fact that is not the case. Ooh, y'all are fucking around and finding out, huh? This is the find out stage of the fuck around. And this is me continuing to read from the article. Despite Cornell's recent attempts in dodging a boycott organized by Sharpton, it's not by Sharpton, it's by us, Black people, the consumers. Target is already set to face another major boycott this summer. The People's Union USA, which has already conducted boycotts for Walmart, Amazon, General Mills, etc., has also organized a Target boycott, which will start June 3rd and end June 9th. Now, I don't know about y'all start and end dates. I tell everybody, boycott. Do not go to any of those establishments unless you absolutely have to, as far as you'll understand essentials. Like if you're diabetic and you need your testing strips and there's nowhere else for you to go, I would never tell you to, like jeopardize your health. However, for leisure things, for luxury things, fuck Target. And let me end this video with saying that I am so proud of you guys and your progress in keeping up this boycott. Like, I'm so proud of you guys, because if it weren't for us actually standing 10 toes down, I promise you, we wouldn't be seeing these type of updates and reports as far as CEOs actually coming out and addressing the issue. You know that they will ignore us any chance that they get. So the fact that we've decided to beat them to the punch by just simply removing our money, and it has them spiraling like this, I'm very proud. I'm very, very proud.